Our next story is about the Maha Kumbh, the world's largest gathering of people. It is a 45-day celebration, and today is the most auspicious day of this holy Hindu festival. This morning, tens of millions of people gathered. They rushed to bathe in the confluence of Ganga and Yamuna rivers, and chaos ensued. Amid deadly panic, a stampede broke out. At least 30 people are dead, several others are injured, and many are missing. So what caused the stampede, and how is the situation on the ground now? Here is a report.
Clothes, shoes and blankets strewn on the ground. Crowds trying to escape. Pilgrims weeping. Families searching for missing relatives. Police personnel rushing to the scene, and dozens of ambulances coming out of the festival crowd. This was the aftermath of what is one of the holiest days, or the peak moment at one of the holiest Hindu gatherings. The 45-day celebration, the Maha Kumbh Mela. It is the world's largest gathering of people. It has brought hundreds of millions of the faithful to Prayagraj in Uttar Pradesh. And today, a record attendance was anticipated. 100 million people were expected to come to the waters on this auspicious day and bathe in the Triveni Sangam, the confluence of holy rivers Ganga and Yamuna. So security was beefed up to help regulate the crowds. But nothing was capable of keeping up with the rush. Over just a handful of hours, chaos ensued and a stampede broke out amid deadly panic. While the official figures are not out, deaths have been confirmed by the government. Reportedly, dozens of people were killed in the crush and several others were injured.
वहाँ पर हम लोग जा रहे थे, एक बाइक ना इतना धक्का मुक्की हुआ कि गिरने लगे लोग। गिरने लगे, उसके बाद आदमी चढ़ने लगा, कोई उठा नहीं रहा था। अचानक भीड़ आके ऐसा धक्का मुक्का चला। बाद में हम बचने के लिए कोई चांस नहीं, इधर उधर सबकी जगह में धक्का शुरू हो गए सर।
It all began around 1 a.m. with about 30 million people bathing at the Kumbh. A sea of tightly packed crowds converged at the Sangam. People who were sleeping by the riverbanks were trampled by others who were rushing to the river to bathe. Crowds surged in multiple directions. People began to push their way out. Many fell down, climbed over the barricades and pulled down fences. It was utter chaos and ended with missing family members, echoes of cries and screams, and bodies being taken away on stretchers.
भीड़ भाड़ भाई तो धक्का मुक्के में जो गिरे से फिर दोबारा नहीं उठा आदमी वहीं गिरा फिर तो लाश उठाने को मिली वहां से
मेरी माँ का भी अभी कोई पता नहीं है कि वो बहुत सीरियस थी वो जीवित हैं कि नहीं भगवान जाने
The injured are being treated in the Kumbh hospital. Many still await their loved ones at the lost and found centres. Police have boosted security and reset barricades in many places. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has condoled the deaths.
मैं महाकुंभ में जो दुखद हादसा हुआ है, हमें कुछ पुण्यात्माओं को खोना पड़ा है, कई लोगों को चोटें भी आई हैं। मैं प्रभावित परिवारों के प्रति संवेदना व्यक्त करता हूं और घायलों के जल्द स्वस्थ होने की कामना करता हूं।
Critics are slamming the state government over quote-unquote half-baked arrangements. After all, crowd crushes are not uncommon at religious gatherings, and this applies to India's Maha Kumbh as well. In 2013, dozens of people were killed at a railway station as people gathered for that year's Kumbh Mela. So this year, authorities boosted security with AI drones and cameras. But critics claim that is not enough. Crowd control for an event of this magnitude needs more work, possibly with blocking access to reduce the overflow of visitors in some pockets. And visitors must participate responsibly with vigilance. So while the holy bath has reopened since the fatal stampede this morning, we must remember the tragedy and make sure that history doesn't repeat itself.
We're calling the show Vantage. We hope you like what we put together for you. And now to touted as the minimum to wage defense. From that video, India's neighbors were the first to send the special edition of Vantage live from the White House throughout this week. Yes, Hindu Mandir we're on our way to Tel Aviv. Measure, but it's also the perfect way to drive.
I don't think that
Prime Minister of Bhutan, Sherin Tagwe. Welcome to
60% of the world's
office. Prime Minister Modi did the iron.
we were actually
How are you doing? How do you like? It's been 1 year since that meeting. Iron bars separate you from the outside. Out the vote effort. Trump had, it says, and at $4.3 trillion. 300 billion by 2030. That's what we need to tackle climate change.